Hey, this is Michael, and I am here for the final part of this RPG fight tutorial. This is animation, and I'm going to make it really quick. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give a demonstration of what happens. We're going to play real quick. Select character. And we're just going to attack until this is finished. As you can see, every time a move is made, it creates a little explosion animation. That's what we're going to do. Here, we're just going to keep doing this until that fight ends. Don't worry, I'll make this quick. And you just keep smithing. And there we go. And as you can see, nothing happens when we're done. What we're going to do here is we're going to destroy an object, and we're going to make an explosion in place. So this is going to teach you how to set up particle effects of common animation in Unity, as well as destroy objects, which is going to be really helpful with animation, as I'll explain in a minute, later. First of all, I'm just going to be really brief on how to make these things. You just go to Game Objects, Effects, and hit Particle System. I think okay, you probably can't see it through cans, but you can tell like a bunch of little bits are coming out. And you got a whole thing you can add right here. We're going to turn off looping because we only need explosion to play once. Duration is just like how long until the next loop. Lifetime is basically how long each explosion lasts before it disappears. Start speed is how fast it is. Start size are how big the particles are. And let's add down here. I'd recommend for these kind of effects to use check size over lifetime. That makes particles smaller over time. And next we go to efficient. We're going to go to shape. As you can see, it goes out in a cone at first. We're going to change this to spear, so all of it goes out of spear style. And we can alter the radius. We want to make this small so it fits the character size too. So 0.001. Next to emission. And the rate over time, we can just hit that to 0, not important. And burst, we're going to make a burst so that all disperses out evenly like we saw with the earlier animations. Just one play, and you can see it all goes out like that. Now, we're going to rename this to Death Effect. Death Effect. Alright, now that that's done, we're going to drag it into our previews folder, in which I made a tiny little folder called Explosions, which I have that adds a death effect. And before I forget, you can also change color. Here, so we're going to change this to red. And a bit of a pro tip, you can make it do like 2 random colors. This just makes bi-color. It's not going to do one color during one explosion and one color during the other. So a dark red. Alright. And we're going to delete the death effect. Because now that it's in prefabs, we can pull it out whenever we want. And it's using instantiate, which I will now demonstrate by going to our battling HID script. Taking a while to open. And drum roll. It's there. Okay, so I think I've done already set this up for all your effects. It's not going to be too different from what we're doing here. So just go write public game object death effect. That's what we're going to set that up later. We're going to scroll down to the end game where the death effect takes place. All right, let's go here. Right when the player loses, we want to make the death effect happen and then destroy the player. So we're going to make, this is instantiate, where we do instantiate. Instantiate is made of 3 parts. First, object being instantiated, put into place, and then where it goes, because it doesn't have an idea where it's going. We can just bring up since it's going to be where the player is, we're going to bring up the player's transform.position, and the last part is the player's rotation. There we go. And then we're going to use destroy. This gets rid of an object, removes an object from the game entirely. Game object, just put the game object in there. Never use this. Just a heads up, if you use this, it destroys the script, not the game object. You're going to want to make some scripts that destroy the game object is attached to, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. We're going to copy and paste, and I'll apply this to the enemy. And of course, we're changing this to enemy here. So there we are. Save. Okay. And let's go. We're going to access the. As soon as the swirly circle of doom, or whatever goes off, is done, and we're going to go to Saints, and to the battle screen where the battling script is. Main camera, and we are going to grab our little death effect and plug it into where it says death effect. File save. We're heading back to character select, and drum roll. Oh, it's already going. Picking our character, and want you to pay attention to the top left for a minute while this is going on. Basically, and notice what happens every time an effect goes off. It makes a clone of what's in of what we have signed with death effects, with the effects. Right, we're just going to keep going until it plays out, and notice that all these effects are disappearing after a while. All that is because they have a special script that makes them disappear. Because if we have too much of them at once, and leave them out there, it's going to slow down the game big time. You want to make sure your animations disappear the second they're done. And as soon as this match is over, looks like we won. The enemy has disappeared and made that red explosion. But the death effect is still there. We are going to fix that. We are going back to our assets to make another script. Create C# script, which we're going to call Lifetime. This is a really simple one to make. Alright, so just basically at the part, put int dir is equal to how long you want it out there. Let's put 20, and like every frame while one of our explosions is out, we subtract from dir, and if the dir has overstayed its welcome and reached 0, we destroy the game object. Destroy, and don't use this because that destroys the script. Destroy game object. It will know what you're talking about as long as you attach it to said game object. Alright, just take a while to load. Let it process everything. There we are. Explosions. We're going to go to the death effect. I'll open it up. Bring out the assets. Find our lifetime script. And we're going to attach it to our death effect. And let's do one more round. And right. Pay attention to balancing. Let's hope this goes by quick. Looks like it'll go by quick as long as they don't heal. That guy can't aim. And there we go. Death effect, and if you were looking at the top left, the death effect only lasted for so long. And that is how you make animation. The end.